It was late, past clock-out time. I was still in my office sorting paperwork. The room, it smelled of dust and cheese. Camembert, to be exact. The last few rays of sunlight were peering through my broken blinds. The investigations office has been slow lately. There are still lots of crimes, lots of mysteries out there, but no one seems to bother anymore. No one seems to care. I, however, am not my office. I was clean and I smelled of cologne, and I've been sweating inside the suit beneath my overcoat for the last 2 hours. Unlike the investigations office, I am also busy. 9 to 5 spent waiting for cases in this Parisian high-rise, then 7 to 10 as Paris's most well-known model, a young man pressured into the business by his father. Truthfully, I couldn't care less about the fame, the money, or the women. Sure, it's nice, but this is where I'm meant to be. There's evil men out there, you see. Someone has to bring them in. Even if that means disguising my identity and working truly undercover on the side. They call me Chat Noir because, like a damn cat, I'm always around when you don't need me, yet never there when you do. It just passed 5:30 when the office secretary, a young woman by the name of Alia Cesar, buzzed my office. Apparently, I had a visitor who couldn't wait until tomorrow. I sighed. It was a long, drawn-out sigh. It was dry and left a bad taste in my mouth. I grabbed a glass, poured myself some scotch, and told Miss Cesar to let them in. The next thing I knew, there was this beautiful woman standing on the other side of my desk. Her dress was bright pink, like the petals of a cherry blossom tree, covered only by a dark blazer. A look that was both playfully casual, yet sternly professional. Her eyes were like a pair of oceans, a dark blue both deep and mysterious. Her lips were a bright red that challenged the vibrancy of the setting sun, and her hair was a black that mirrored an endless void, bending only to the ties keeping it out of her face. She'd been going on for at least a few minutes now. I see her type all the time. Headstrong, think they know what's going on, and in way over their heads. She didn't like the way I poured myself another glass of scotch. She didn't like the way I clearly wasn't paying attention. She didn't like the way I said, "Calm down, toots." I definitely didn't like the way she smacked me across the face. Apparently, this woman, Marinette, had been concerned about the criminal activity going down at the docks. Jewelry shipments stolen, workers missing, and a handful of shady characters lurking around the area. Like I said, way over her head. I told her I'd take on the case. Anything to get me out of that late-night studio, after all, was good enough for me. She insisted on coming along. I told her to leave the detective work to the professionals. She didn't like the way I said professionals, or the way I called her toots again, or just about anything I said. Feisty, just the way I like 'em. I definitely didn't like the way she smacked me across the face, again. She was clearly unhappy with my decision, but this cat works alone. I told her to give the details to my secretary. When she was gone, I punched out of the office and escaped through my window. The cat was on the prowl.